Hello, this is Lisa from Happy Stamp, and today we're going to be making this little, it's just a little card that you could put on a gift. It's not a full-size card. So let's go ahead and get started here. Alright, I'm using the stamp set Bring On the Presents. They do have matching framelits, but I'm not using those today. I'm just going to be using the stamp set. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started here. You're going to need a piece of Old Olive that is 4 by 8. You're going to need another piece of Old Olive that is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. A piece of Whisper White that is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then a piece of Whisper White. We did these in my card class yesterday and everybody made 2. So I'm just trying to pick one out of each one. And this piece of Whisper White is 3/4 by about 3 1/8, and we're going to be trimming this down just a tad. But it's easier to stamp on this piece while it's a little bit bigger than when it's smaller. So yeah. All right, let's get some of these things out of the way here. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I left my Simply Scored over there, so I'm just going to use my trimmer, and I'm going to put my 4 by 8 piece in the trimmer at 4 inches, and I'm just going to give it a score with my bone folder, and we're going to fold that in half. Let's make sure we get a good crease on there so it lays flat. All right, then I'm going to take my piece of 3 1/2 by 3 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 Old Olive, and I'm going to take the Old Olive ink here. I'm going to bring in my Stamparatus. I've already got it set up the way that I want it. Like I said, we made multiples of these yesterday, so I just left everything sitting on my Stamparatus here. All right. So I've got my shim in there. I've got a piece of the grid paper in there. I'm going to put this right up in the corner. Putting my magnet on. I've got my bow on here, this part, and then the little tails. I'm going to use the regular bow first. Get that in there. And I'm going to put a little ink on here. Make sure that's all up in the corner correctly. All right, and I'm going to do it a second time just to make sure. All right, perfect. Now I'm going to take this out and I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to do the bottom part, the tails of the bow. And these are not going to match up. I don't want them to. So you're just going to figure out where you want these on your card and then go from there. All right, I'm going to take this one off. We're going to need the other piece. First of all, I have made a mask for this little bow right here. And how I made that mask is I stamped the bow, and then I put a little bit of our Tombow on it and I let it dry. You let your Tombow dry without sticking it to anything, and it becomes tacky, and you can use it as a non-permanent adhesive. So we used this all day yesterday, and I used it to make my samples, and now I'm using it again, and it is still good. All right. Now I'm going to take this little border from the same stamp set, and I'm going to ink that up. And I'm going to put that right over here. And I'm going to ink that twice, just to make sure. Now I'm going to take my piece of old olive here and I'm going to put it all the way over to the edge. I'm not moving my stamp. I'm just moving the paper. And then one more time. All right. Okay, so there we have that. So once we take off the mask, very gently, it looks like it is underneath. And you don't have to worry about any of this because it's going to be covered up by some ribbon. All right, let me put this mask away so I don't lose it. And I'm done with the old olive ink. While I have my Stamparatus out here, I'm just going to flip this around because I have my Season's Greetings down here. I'm going to put my paper right down here at the edge, and I'm going to put this just right up at the top. I'm going to bring in my cherry cobbler. Ink that up. And I think I need a little bit more just on the G. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna try not to touch this to smear it. Bring that over there for a second, and we're all done with this part. Get this out of the way. All right, so we're gonna bring back in our little piece of paper here. I am using the striped burlap trim. This is in the holiday catalog, and I've just cut off a piece that is about 5 1/4 inches, and I'm going to put that right over the top here, and I'm just going to use some Scotch tape to tape it down. So let's just put this right up here. And it's going to go right over this. Got a little much Scotch tape there, but that's all right. And then we'll take this side and do the same thing. Okay, there we go. Then I'm just going to take a glue dot. Whoop. And I'm just going to take a glue dot here, and I'm just going to put that right underneath in the middle, just to hold that down. There we go. All right. Now for our greeting. Now our greeting is a little wide, like I said, on each spot. So I'm just going to bring in my trimmer, and I'm just going to trim off not even a 1/16 of an inch here. You could do this with your scissors, but I am not a straight trimmer, so I prefer to use my trimmer. And if you just hold it right here, the greeting is not going to move. That's all I took off on each side. All right, now I'm going to get my, oh, did I put that away? I did. I'm going to get this punch here. I don't remember what the name of it is off the top of my head. And I'm just going to put this right in here at the top. And that just makes a banner for you. All right, there we go. Now I'm going to take a couple more glue dots. And that is going to go right here. Okay, just like that. Now we're going to take this. We are going to add some dimensionals. To the back. So yesterday we had rain, 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 and now it's snowing. Crazy, crazy weather. All right, so this is going to go on the top, making sure you have an even border on all four sides. Then I'm going to take some of our, metallic pearls. You can use the gold. This one I have the silver. I think I'm going to use the gold this time. And I just put 5 of them on here. I got one over here. Alrighty. Then my piece of 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 Whisper White. I'm going to take my cherry cobbler. I'm going to take a North Pole Delivery. There's also a gift just for you. You can put either of those on there or something else if you wanted to. All right. Let's sync that up in our cherry cobbler. And that goes right in the middle. Let that dry for a second there. Alright, and I'm going to take some snail. I'm just going to put it at the top. And that's going to go right in here again. And that is it. Very, very simple to go on your packages or your gift bags. Silver and gold both look good. Either one will work. Okay. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a comment below. I'll be happy to answer them. All supplies can be purchased through my online store at www.happystamp.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.